they did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7 from the 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs?
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
But it leads to 4th down.
They're going for this. Pickett working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Pickett on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
17. Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
Steelers nothing.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But this
on it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the double.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go steal. Ready?
Now they run. It's Mason. Gets by him at the 25. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Steelers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On the ball. On the ball.
Mason on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Pickett. And his throw here is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Boswell's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we
Ball
go.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready, set. Faster, faster.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Through the middle of the field. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cut, cut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chigakonkwo in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now Mason. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Smash, red. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Ultra, ready.
Mason. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the 33-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Pickett. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pickett now from the gun here. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now Pickett on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Mason. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Yards to go.
Here we
So
go.
after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Pickett back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. There they are going for it. Here's Pickett. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they left their defense with no margin for error.
No, 0. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least, you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
Here we go.
Second
Here
and
we
goal,
go.
and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He's got it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Check Fury. Check Hunt.
They run it with Mason. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw, Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Steal.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth. Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
They'll run on first down. It's Mason. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
On third down, Mason. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Ready.
And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Chigakonkwo, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with it.
And, my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
72. Steelers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And now here is another interception. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll run again with Mason. Gets past one man, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mason, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Got it. Let's go. Charge. Ready.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
On the set.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot for Pickett. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eating, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight there. I got every